Once again, residents in Michigan are being told not to drink the water. This is the city of Benton Harbor, and you will be shocked to find out that those being told that they cannot safely drink the water live in a majority black city in Michigan. They've been advised by the state not to use tap water for drinking, bathing, or cooking, quote, out of an abundance of caution owing to lead contamination. I'm gonna go one step further and say, it's not an abundance of caution, it's lead in your water. You shouldn't be drinking it. You're not being finicky by not wanting the lead. You're trying to protect your own health and the health of your children. But anyway, to give you more details, under the advisory, bottled water will be made available at various distribution sites throughout the city. Health officials said free bottled water, quote, will be provided as long as needed while the EPA conducts a study on filter effectiveness. The EPA did not say when the study is expected to be completed, so God only knows how long people will have to be using bottled water for everything, including bathing. Now, bear in mind, back in 2018, this city, Benton Harbor, was found to have a lead contamination of 22 parts per billion in its tap water, far higher than the federal action level of 15 parts per billion and higher. That's higher than Flint at the height of its water crisis. And even that, no lead is good for you. We've just arbitrarily decided that you can have 15 and it's okay. But they're higher than Flint at the highest part of it. And so we have been years and years since then, Nina. And apparently, if we've learned any lessons, it's belated and just for Flint, and the rest of everyone else has been suffering this entire time.
Exactly. I mean, Flint was certainly the canary in the coal mine, but I believe it was Rutgers who they produced a study that showed very clearly there were 3,000 other areas in the United States of America that did in fact have higher lead levels than Flint. What are we going to do about it? Oh, hello, infrastructure bill, ding, 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 ding. You know, that 10, I mean, seriously, and the fact that we playing around with a little bit of money that is on the table right now is a shame. Clean air, clean water, clean food is a human right, not just in the United States of America, but all over the world. But human right. We're talking about the United States right now. And John, some of the stuff that the team put together, 78% of children in Michigan have detectable lead in their blood.
Yeah.
Detectable lead, as you said, no amount of lead is okay, but somebody just figured, oh, okay, this will be the level. None of it is okay. This is the United States of America. People should not have to live like this, or this is not living at all. And it's not asking too much to have clean water. Hello, somebody on that.
It's 2021.
Yes, it's 21st century.
We're walking around with like smartphones and stuff. We're drinking lead.
Drinking lead. Look, again, instead of that January 6th commission that ain't going nowhere and nothing's gonna really happen, let's go and take that taxpayer dollars and invest it in, put some money in the pot for lead abatement and to make sure that the infrastructure, the water, the pipes that the water flows through are lead free. We really need it. We are so behind on our hard infrastructure. And obviously we don't give a damn about the soft infrastructure. Because if we did, this would be unacceptable in the United States of America.
Yeah, look, we're having as you pointed out, we're having we've decided 6 months of the Biden administration is just going to be about, and maybe we get infrastructure, maybe, and we're trying to find out if we're really going to get anything because Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema, I don't know, they've been told it's too expensive or whatever. Taxes might have to go up. They don't want that. It looks really bad for you. Joe Manchin, Kirsten Sinema. Joe Manchin may not care, but Kirsten Sinema theoretically could be primaried. So this actually provides you.
Not theoretically.
Oh, she should be 100%.
She should be. Folks need to go on and move into the state to primary her behind. Hell, I might go on and move up in there.
Oh,
she must be primary, and I mean, people got to go ham. Primary her behind.
Well, look, that's a threat. It's a scary threat. Kirsten Sinema is probably shaking in her fancy, I'm gonna say purple boots. I don't know, something fun and quirky. But anyway, that's a scary threat. So you've made a mistake. You've gone too far. You've delayed this thing, but you do have one thing going for you. You have never once said why, what you're doing it for. And that provides you an out. Because now, Kirsten Sinema, you can come and say, what I've been advocating for behind closed doors is $100 billion to change every lead pipe in America, and I won't give in until I get that money. You'd be a hero. Think about it, Kirsten Sinema. How amazing would that be? You are the queen of de-leading America. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Let's see that happen. But I sort of doubt it's gonna go that way.
That's what she holding out for, John. That's you got it. That is.
I wish. No, instead we have this situation where we're gonna, in 10 years, Nina's gonna come on the show and we're gonna talk about some other city in Michigan, another generation of kids raised with their brains being affected by lead in the water. There's a Willie Mae Jones who says she's been drinking water in that city for her whole life, said, we didn't know we had lead in our water until probably a month ago. Her 4 kids have been drinking the water too, but we still have to pay for that water and we can't even use it. Now that's ridiculous. They knew that it was higher than Flint in 2018. Could the city tell people, make sure that everyone knows? Maybe we get around to it. It's only their kids' brains. It's only, persistent health problems for their whole life. We're not gonna fix it. We're not even gonna make sure that every individual knows about it. That is insanity, and that's America. If you're watching this internationally, what do you think about our country when you hear news like this? That we find out about this stuff and we just let it happen. It is amazing how we betray our people.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, and by the way, one last graphic. This is another example of just what America is. Benton Harbor, this is the city we're talking about, is 85% black. The neighboring city, St. Joseph, is about 85% white. In Benton Harbor, more than 45% of residents live below the poverty line. In St. Joseph, the poverty rate is about 7%, well below the state average. And while Benton Harbor has struggled for years with lead-contaminated water, those problems have not appeared to plague its neighbor. It's weird, no one will ever figure out why. But for some reason, they've been able to fix the pipes in St. Joseph, and they just haven't prioritized doing it in Benton Harbor. Any ideas why, Nina?
And repeat this over and over again. This is not an anomaly as much as I wish that it was, and I know you do too, John. This is America. Welcome to America, where race infuses almost every single thing. And where there is an injustice, 9 times out of 10, there is some type of race or ethnicity linked to it, that those people are black or brown, and they are especially poor, no matter how they identify racially or ethnically. This is America. This is what America does.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.